All right, all right. Welcome to No Balls, No Glory. And we got an amazing show for you tonight. My name is Stat Philly. I'll be leading the show tonight, sitting in for the People's Champion.
It's all yours, Philly. Take it away.
Right, got you. Welcome to No Balls, No Glory.
Welcome to another episode of No Balls, No Glory. I'm finna slide out. I'm gonna let my man Stat Philly host the evening. You guys have a good one. Stat Philly, take it away, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, I go by Stat Philly, and welcome to the No Balls, No Glory podcast. You know, standing in for the People's Champion. He's got a little whining and dining to do tonight. So, still here with the crew. So, I'm going to start off on the right. Everybody introduce yourself, Coach. Talk to him.
What's going on, man? It's your boy, man. You hear me, man? From Tennessee to the loop. What it do, man? You hear me?
All right. Coach, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
How everybody doing it? Having a kind of long day here. Looking forward to a good show.
All right. And then Mr. Dinos, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What up, sports fan? This is Dino's in the building. I love sports like a fat kid loves cake.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. And then go ahead to my man, Mr. Christorian. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, everybody. It's Mr. Christorian, Mr. Everybody Mama Favorite from the show Just Talking to You. You know, once you heard your mama say my name, she ain't never going to be the same.
That's what I'm talking about. and this is our crew, man. This is No Balls, No Glory. Shout out to Kristi Toliver. Shout out to Sports Ghost. Shout out to Coach Corey, all the people that couldn't be with us tonight, you know, but we still gonna represent and hold it down for our crew. What's been going on with y'all today over the past few days, man? Talk to me. What's been going on with y'all? Everybody been?
Man,
good, man.
Work, man. That's it, man.
Ramping up for this
There's been a lot of
NFL
rain
season.
in Tennessee. I don't know what's going on in the Lou, man. It's been a lot of rain in Tennessee.
Okay.
It missed us. It missed us. Thank goodness, but we probably gonna get it probably tomorrow or tonight.
Eventually. It's coming.
Hey, down there, I don't want no parts of it.
Right. Yeah, that's what's up, man. But everybody feeling good, everybody good health and everything.
Yeah,
right.
You know, we've been dodging the Delta like Neo in the Matrix, man.
Hey, that's what we gotta do. Stick and move, you hear me? All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this show kicked off. And let's see what we're gonna talk about first. First off, we're gonna start off with with some Major League Baseball. So we got Ohtani. Ohtani has hit his 40th home run. This is a pitcher, okay? He's hit his 40th home run. He's got an 8-1 record and a 2.79 ERA. What do y'all think about Ohtani? Do y'all think he's the MVP or does somebody else have a chance? Because I think Tatis was on fire for a minute and he got hurt for a minute. What y'all think about Ohtani?
Ohtani can shut it down for the rest of the season, and he still be MVP in my book.
Okay. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, for sure, if he keep it up, it ain't no way. I mean, he keep up those numbers you just called. That ain't no way he should be MVP.
And this a pitcher with 40 home runs. Had they drug tested him? I mean, damn, had they drug tested him?
He ain't a black pitcher. He was a black pitcher. He would have got drug tested and everything.
Hey, I can't even say I've seen anything like this. I think there was a pitcher for the Astros back in the day. What was his name? Mike Hampton, coach?
Yeah.
Now, he was a decent hitter, but I'm talking about like 6, 7 home runs a year. Not no damn 40, no. This is crazy. You know, this dude is hitting like he hanging out. What was talking about Canseco and McGuire last time? He hanging out with them or something. I don't know. But I feel like he's got it, man. Now, the key is, I'm not going to say the key. Do you think they'll give him the Cy Young? Remember, who was the last person to do that? That was Verlander, wasn't it? That won the Cy Young and the MVP?
Oh man, you got me on that one.
I think he did that with the Tigers a little while back, man. When he won the Cy Young, he had won the MVP one year too. But I want to say he had close to like 20 wins, though. I don't know what his win total being so low if they would give him the Cy Young too. But I think the MVP, they got to get that to him just because what he's doing at the bat and at the plate just by not taking the L's, keeping an ERA under 3.
On a bad team.
Yeah, man. So we'll see, man. But that's a bad boy in the home run derby and everything. So shout out to Ohtani, man. Just keep doing its thing, man. Next thing we're gonna discuss, saw today, man. There's a guy, back to this foreign substance stuff. So they got a picture with the Diamondbacks, man. They threw this dude out the game. They did a foreign substance check. They checked his glove, and they didn't say it was glue or sunscreen or, whatever crap these dudes are using. They didn't even know what it was, but they threw him out the game. Now, he's saying that it's a new glove and he had to break it in. Somebody educate me, because I haven't played baseball in a long, long time. And when I did, I was playing with a used glove anyway. It was already broken in. We had like a bag full of gloves. So is there some truth to it? Would you have a foreign substance or something like that to break the glove in? What's up with that?
Well, with a new glove, and I haven't broken a glove like that in a while, but in the day, used to have this substance that you put in there, but it was, and you rub the stuff in the glove, that would break leather in. So, but I don't know if people even doing that anymore now, because later on, I used to just put balls in there and just tie the glove up and keep that form. But they had some stuff that you could go buy, some liquid to go in there and rub it down, rub it in there and stuff. So, it's possible he could have put that in there, but is that a foreign substance today? Probably is.
Okay. So, with this, and that's the thing, man, they supposedly sent the glove to be examined or something like that, so we'll see what comes from it. But it's like, man, it could have been spit or water for all I know. You know what I mean? So, now he hasn't been suspended or anything. There was a pitcher for the Mariners. He was the first and only pitcher to get suspended. I think he got about 80 games or whatnot. Do you all think anybody else will get suspended for this, or do you think it'll kind of die down a little bit?
No, they ain't gonna die down, because they got Lance Lynn last night for the White Sox, and he got kicked out the game because they wanted to check his glove, check his cap. They asked him about his belt. He took his belt off and threw the belt at the umpire. And, to me, it's getting crazy, because they check this stuff every inning now. A pitcher come off, he got to go to the umpire. They check all this stuff. They wanted to check his belt. He took his belt off and threw it at the umpire. So
saw that, man.
Damn, what you saying? So what you saying, Coach? Going to playing a baseball game now is like going to court, man. You gotta take off your belt, you gotta take off your shoes, you gotta take off your hat. God damn,
I pitched, and there's so many places that if you wanted to put a substance at, you could, inside the glove, in the cap bib, on the cap. You can reach down in your pants leg. There's so many places. Pretty soon they're gonna be stripping these guys, because there's so many places you can put them. It's just a thing of how do you on the mound with all the movement. You watching your hand. In the day there was no cameras. All these cameras out there today, they got cameras everywhere. So if a pitcher go back there to pull his draws out his butt, we want to check him for a substance. So
Chris Story, what that sound like to you? That sounds like smuggling in a penitentiary.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, man,
you can hide substance anywhere. Like, damn, you had to check these boys. They're gonna have to bend over before they go on the field.
I was thinking like doing this on your shirt. Like, could you put it right here on your shoulder? You just like you scratching.
Yeah,
get you a little.
You could put the pine tar in your sleeve. If you got a long sleeve shirt on, you could put it in the sleeve. There's so many places you can put it. So how right now they checking gloves and bibs and caps, but now they want to check the dude's belt because I guess he went to tug his belt. So all of a sudden now he could be getting some substance off his belt, So like I say, it's crazy to me, because I have you all guessing out there. I go out there, feeling around my socks and all this kind of crap, just so you can come over and say, "Let me check your socks." We can slow the game down, slower than what it is now.
Wow.
They might well go and put the body cam right there for you going to feel like they got at the airport or something. Goddamn. They need to go on.
Do y'all believe all that should be allowed though? Like for real, like if you're gonna hit it. You know what I'm saying? And the steroids should be allowed too. Like they already the best athletes. Just let them roid up, get strong as you can get. You can see some amazing sports happen.
Just let them die for this shit.
Man, let them go for it.
My thing on that is that if you ain't gonna catch them all, then let them all do it because
let it ride.
It's some that know how to get away with the stuff. They're still getting away with it.
I want to see a curveball. They go up, down, and come back up. I want to see that type. Like, let them put the flying tar back on it. I want to see some amazing pitches happen.
Hey, and coach is right, man. I remember mate talk about this guy, man. But when these guys were shooting up the roids back in the day, we're hearing about people shooting the point of their toes and different areas where people can't see it. But like coach said, people staying ahead. The Balco cats, they had the clear substance.
Yep.
The clear they just rubbed it on?
Just rubbed it on. You know what I mean? So it's like, they said, let them all do it. Hey.
That stuff was everywhere. That stuff wasn't just in baseball. It was everywhere. Like, that made it to hip-hop music.
Yeah.
You remember when that stuff was popping? Balco, Mary J. Blige was on that list. Dr. Dre, Busta Rhymes. Remember when they all got really swole?
Wyclef, a lot of them, they got swept
under the rug. They got big so fast. And then when they stopped taking it, like they gained, except Dr. Dre. I think he's still taking his.
Probably.
Everybody else got real big. They just blew up.
This is true, man. I remember that, man. But it's wild, man. It's just, like they say, well, there's a will, there's a way, man. If they want to get the advantage, that's what it's going to be, So, now, the next thing I wanted to bring up, man, we can talk about this a whole lot, but we talk about the Trevor Bauer situation, man, because there's a lot of stuff pending, things like that. But, the Trevor Bauer situation, for the people that have been following that, it appears that he's moving closer to some type of resolution. We don't know if he'll be suspended or whatever, but it appears that the woman, that he's, has some stuff going on with right now, was denied a restraining order against Bauer because he doesn't pose a threat. Have you all been following that Trevor Bauer situation? If you have, let me know your thoughts on it.
I really haven't been because I'm just tired of all this. All of a sudden now these athletes getting attacked by these women under these false claims and they got to defend themselves. I'm like, just like what his lawyers say, plead the fifth, don't say nothing.
Definitely, because they tried to jam him up, coach. So This isn't a criminal trial that's going on right now. This is just a restraining order crap, whatever, whatnot. This is not a criminal trial. But his lawyer, like coach was saying, instructed him when he got on the stand today, basically to don't say anything to incriminate himself just in case of a criminal trial and whatnot. So, I've been following a little bit. I'll give my opinion a little bit. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I was kind of looking at the story. And to me, it appeared that they were into some kinky stuff. That's what it appeared to me. And,
have you seen the text messages?
I have not seen the text message. Have you?
The young lady has said in her text messages in regard to him, he's saying that she is shaking him down. The young lady, they found the text message where she said, give me 50 million and just slap my C word.
Hey, but Christorian, keep this though. He just signed with the Dodgers, 3 years, $102 million.
Right. Oh, so this where all this coming from. Yeah. Then she said to him, hey, B word, pretty soon I'm gonna be a rich B word. That's what she said to him.
She's not getting no loot then. I didn't see that, man, but she's not getting any money. And I wish
This is
I
reported today. This is just reported today.
Man, I promise you, I wish, 'cause I'm not with nobody abusing women. So anybody listening, we're not with the abuse of no females or anything like that. However, they're not with the crucifixion of innocent brothers. You know what I mean? And it's, Trevor Bauer's white or whatnot, but still, man, it's like, we live in a double standard type of world. And, I'm glad that they didn't, because he hasn't been playing. He's been on basically a paid leave. So I'm glad that they didn't mess his money up over this crap. Because like I said, it just looked fishy from the get-go. So I'm glad that they didn't mess his money up over it. And like I said, hopefully they get everything resolved so he can get back on the playing field. Because it's like, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, man, but sometimes when some of this stuff comes out, it's like they just look at you in a bad light already. And I mean, you pretty
It's
much
more text messages. She got more text messages that she said too.
Man, I hope they all come out, man.
She said apparently she had text choke me out was one of her text messages.
Oh, okay.
Then she said, "Give me all the pain." Was another quote from her text message.
All the smoke, all the pain.
And she said, "Do it harder."
Okay.
Part of her text message.
Yeah.
That's one of their favorite lines.
Faster, harder. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like what the judge said too.
They go get a judge and throw that out of the court. I mean, that's crazy. They got all those texts from her that she sent. Where's the abuse at? She asking for
it. Yeah, she's into some wild stuff.
Some wild, kinky stuff.
Yeah, and she just wants him to pay for it. So, fellas, anybody listening out here, no matter how much money you got or whatnot, you can fall into something like this. So be careful. Just be careful out there. That's all I can say. So we'll go ahead and segue to NBA. A lot of news going on there. So first thing I want to talk about, we got Rasheed Wallace. Now, it's a former NBA player, Rennie All-Star and all of that. Rasheed Wallace has just joined. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask my boy, Mr. West 10, about this since he's down in your state. He just joined the Memphis Tiger staff with Penny Hardaway. One of the most talented big men that we done seen, very unselfish. What you think about that movie? Think we going to have those big men together? And that post-game together?
Man, I think it's great, man. I already knew, man, when my boy Penny took the position, man. I knew it was gonna bring some good talent there on both ends, on the court and off the court. So it's just a good start to you know what I'm saying. That's all. I ain't expecting nothing different. But my boy Rasheed, he gangster. I like him though. You feel he gonna tell you like it is. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. That's what them young boys need, man. You feel?
Most definitely, man. Because people teach and coach a lot of different ways, but I love watching Rasheed Wallace play. Never on no punk stuff. Never. And I just like that, man. To me, that's one of those people that you want on your team. So I think it'll be a good move too. Like I said, very talented, very fundamental. He was coaching down in North Carolina for the past 2 years in high school, and he also coached. He was assistant in Detroit with the Pistons for a little bit too, for 1 year. So he has experience. What's that?
Yeah. I was just saying, what's up? What's up, Kay? We need to go to a Memphis game this year, y'all. What's up?
Hey, may need to, man. Shit, we're gonna be cheaper than the NBA game. But yeah, shout out to Rasheed Wallace, man. Like I said, I think that'll be a very good hire. Next coaching news I want to talk about, man. I saw that Jason Terry, the Jet, looks like, man, he's close to becoming a head coach in the G League. What you think about Jason Terry? Do you think he'll be able to give something back?
Yeah. Point guard, smart the game. I couldn't see it being bad.
Okay. And it could be a stepping stone too. Like Mark Cuban and just the NBA period. They like to bring back the former players, particularly with the Mavericks organization. I remember when they went over to meet Luka in his home town and whatnot. I think it was Michael Finley. Y'all remember him? He's up in the office now. He was with them. Dirk was with him. Mark Cuban, and then of course Jason Kidd, man. So that's cool being a player and just kind of wondering about a team. And I mean, sure, you can see all these vets, that used to play for the team popping up. So kind of shows you how they treat people. Even when we were talking about Delonte West or whatnot, how Cuban kind of helped him out with his situation and stuff, man. So I know some people don't like Cuban, but I've seen good things from him and whatnot. So
hey, that was cool. All them usually they sent 1 or 2 people over there, man. But all them folk, all them went to holler at my boy Luka, man. Wasn't no way he was gonna turn that down.
Most definitely. So I think Jason Terry, this G League opportunity, because it's a head coach, not an assistant. So if he does well, I think you could get him back in the league on somebody's bench, and hopefully with a head coaching opportunity in the future. So I'm all for it. Last coaching move I saw, we got Kristi Toliver. Kristi Toliver, she's still playing in the WNBA, actually, man. She's on the Sparks right now. She's won 2 championships. She does have a little coaching experience, too. But Kristi Toliver is set to join the Mavericks staff. What you all think about that move?
It's progressive.
Yeah, I think that's good, man. Especially for for the WNBA and women leagues in general, man. They coming over to the men and we greeting them with open arms. That's cool, man. You got the talent and you got the credentials. It really shouldn't matter what your gender is,
Most definitely, man. And she definitely got the credentials too.
And I just saw this week where there's 20 female coaches in NFL camps this summer. Dang. So, I mean, it's growing. And my thing is, as long as they know what they're talking about, they just got to give respect to the players, which they don't have a choice because it's a coach.
Yeah,
so, I mean, nobody's just hiring women just for show. There's got to be some knowledge there, so it's all these businesses, big money businesses out here. So the 20 NFL coaches and on these teams now, it's growing.
Another thing, that feeling about the players, becoming coaches. I mean, now with these young guys coming to the league, man, they so big headed and for different reasons or whatnot. But for them to be coached by players that have been there and played will make them stand down a lot more. That have been through situations they want to go through, instead of coaches that ain't played. They kind of don't think they know what they talking about all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
the message can resonate with them a little bit more. I feel you on that. Most definitely, man. Now I got a question, man. I'm gonna use my boy PP's favorite term. I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick. So let me ask this question, and this don't got nothing to do with Kristi Toliver. She got the credentials, 2-time WNBA champion. She's still playing right now. Okay, she's gonna be assistant coach. Not no scout or nothing like that. So this question doesn't have anything to do with her directly. She got the credentials. Do you think this hire is to help Jason Kidd's image out? And the reason why I'm asking that is, you know where I'm going with this, coach. And the reason why I'm asking this is because I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but his son lit his ass up last week. Okay, he went on a rant. Oh man, I don't think it was cool, man, because to me, you want to keep that stuff behind closed doors. I don't have no problem with him if you need to holler this pop face, but on the internet and stuff like that. Oh man, I don't know about that. So that's my question to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all speak. Do you think this hire, and she's got the credentials, we're not saying she's unqualified, but do you think this hire is to help Jason Kidd's image?
I hope not. I hope is on her coaching ability. I don't think Jason Kidd need anybody looking down over him for his image. I think he understands that the eye's on him anyway.
Right.
You know, so I hope not. That's me personally. I hope it's not.
Okay.
So,
No, I see it a little bigger than that, man. I don't think it had much to do with his image, but I think Jason Kidd look at it like that was a good move for my image. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they necessarily did it for his image. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Most definitely. And that's kind of how I feel too. I feel like it's a good shield, I guess you could say. You know what I mean, for him. But to me, like I said before, I don't think it's just like, oh, we just gonna grab any of your body because Miss Toliver is talented. You know what I'm saying? So but I think it will help Jason Kidd out at the same time because this crap with him, the domestic stuff, man, this stuff was like years ago.
right.
Stuff was years ago, you know what I mean? And I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but I know just like the rest of people on this podcast, I made some mistakes and stuff like that. And I know I'm a different person than I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, so try to give people the benefit of the doubt too. What you think about that,
and that's the reason why I don't understand and don't believe why you bring up this in an interview. This is the media that brings this stuff up that happened 5, 10, 15 years ago. I can't see anybody doing an interview and bringing that into that interview because to me, you would even consider hiring this guy if with that pass. That's the media that hypes all that stuff up and jumps up and everybody, rah. So I can't see a person for that reason alone. 5, 10, 15 years, people change.
Yeah. What you think about that, Dinos?
Man, the media is always looking for an angle, just like Coach said. They'll dig and try to find anything to justify asking a retarded ass question. And they love putting people on the spot and making them uncomfortable. And that's really going to be the catalyst to how their relationship is going forward. I've seen athletes just totally black out the media, like no interviews, no nothing. Who was that basically, he'll answer, but it'll be like 2 or 3 words.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn. Do you want to know Marshawn?
You know why I'm here.
I'm here because they told me I had to, and I didn't feel like paying more fines. So it's gonna get to that point. So I feel like this: the president, got marks on his record. So we talking about an NBA coach. Let's put things in perspective.
Yeah, I know at the end of the day, man, everybody can change but me. I promise you, like you said, man, y'all, if y'all see the girl y'all did the dumbest thing to in high school or said the dumbest thing or whatever, you see her right today, 20 years later, she gonna still think you that person. You know what I'm saying? Because men don't change. Let people tell it. You know what I'm saying? We don't change.
No, it's not that.
I believe in change.
Women are allowed to change their minds, and as men, we're not. We're held to a different standard, and I think it's BS that is that way based on everything else that's going on in society.
Yeah, I mean, there are double standards. And I think Words of Wisdom, from the Just Talking to You podcast was speaking on that. So hey, man, it's just one of them things. But it's like I was saying on there, man. 3 things. If they say it is true, you're gonna have to prove otherwise. He hit me. He don't take care of his kids. What was the other one, Prestoria?
I was out on Sunday, but I most definitely.
Oh yeah, he hit me. He don't take care of his kids and rape. If they say any of that, you're guilty. Okay, you're gonna be in a world of trouble. So.
And that's a horrible thing. Like about that, I know this is more toward like a just talking to you topic, but when you have women that accuse, I mean, we can link it over to athletes, but in general, that accuse these men for these things, knowing it's wrong, shouldn't they be punished to the exact same crime? Okay, so if they were raped and whatever that time frame of jail would have been for that man, shouldn't that accuser especially when they find out it's completely false, it's been proven this is false, shouldn't they have to do the same time that man would have had to choose when you went to ruin this man's life?
That would occur a
Absolutely.
Not
lot
just
of
get the
false
goal in your
claims.
own way.
Absolutely, but unfortunately, the time we're in now is very liberal, and we're removed from logic. The logical thing to do is exactly what you said, but we're in a libertarian time where everything's about feelings. It's all about feelings, how you feel at the time, not what's actually right and justified. And many men have made mistakes, lifelong mistakes, based on that same type of dynamic.
Yeah, and it's it's another coach too. I'm not going to even say the name, man, because we're not trying to fan the flames, man. But there was another coach did the same thing. He happened to look like us. They bringing up not a charge or anything like that. They bringing up a freaking allegation from like right after high school or something like that. And this dude is older than me. You know what I mean? So it's like
that happened to Columbus, not Columbus Short. What's his name? Oh gosh, he has a name that sounds is Nathan. He was in the movie with Denzel.
You talking about Nat?
Nat, what is his last name? He made the Nat Turner movie. And when he was making that movie, they brought up the college allegations that happened against him that had been found unwarranted.
And they sunk the promo for that movie based off of that too. And that was an excellent movie.
Saying the allegations, that was so crazy to me. Like, it's already been proven that this wasn't what it was. He got found innocent of this 15, 20 years ago.
So why is it even talked about? You feel me? Why is it even
sunk just what Staff Philly said. They sunk the promo of that movie. I'm
telling you, if you innocent, it's over with. It shouldn't even be brought up no more. Like things, what's the other shit they do? When they expunge things and all of that nature, things that was expunged and stuff that you've already done time and been tried for, it shouldn't really be brought up again. You know what I'm saying? Double, what they call that double jeopardy is illegal, right?
Yeah, if you were found guilty of it, is one thing.
You can't be found innocent
twice. Like, how you bringing up something where he was found innocent?
Innocent. Yeah, that's over. I mean, why are we talking about it? It's not true.
If you raped a woman and found guilty of it, even if you get dead time, you raped that woman. I don't care. Like, that's
he knows. He knows.
Right.
And the person that was, his name is Nate Parker. That's the guy's name.
Nate Parker. That's his name. Nate Parker.
Yeah, anything that goes down that don't make sense to you, and I tell this to everybody, I tell this to my children, start with the money and then follow the money. It'll make sense to you once you start following the money. If you just look at objectively, it ain't gonna make sense. Like, why the hell would somebody's losing money or somebody's about to make some money?
We're helping with Kobe too.
Yeah.
And they kept bringing that up. Like, this man was found innocent. Why is it brought up for the rest of his career? Like he was guilty. Like he was
innocent. The rest of his career when he laying in the ground, they bringing it up.
Yeah,
Gayle King asking people about this.
Remember, we had the allegations. The allegations.
Ratings.
Like, stop it.
Yeah.
The allegations.
Here's a question for the panel, and I've asked.
Y'all said the rest of his career. I'm sorry, y'all said the rest of his career, man. I just had a moment for my guy Ray Wright.
Here's a question for the panel. Here's a question for the panel, and I guess I'll preface this with, I'm not against marriage. However, if I was an athlete that was well off financially, no, because they can't even say talk to Dr. Dre. Is it in your best?
Stay long enough.
Is it in your best interest to not even engage in marriage? If you're that athlete, just think about like Derek Jeter.
Marriage is about the passing of property. I mean, marriage has turned into a romanticism of like loving, but it is most definitely about passing on property and merging of families and getting more lucrative. So as of now, if you are an athlete and you and that woman love each other and y'all gonna be together. Like, just like that marriage is really not making a difference on what y'all doing with your household, really, for real.
Exactly. That's a
Only
big
thing it do is make it harder to break up.
Yep.
Now, did you just meet this person once you got the money, or have you been on this person? Well, what's the rules to this?
It doesn't matter because I've seen it happen
doesn't matter with
both
the men.
ways.
They'll get to claim it.
So
20
this
Woods,
is
why you got
30 years
that
in.
700 million?
Look
So
at
He didn't
Bezos.
swing a club.
so this is the way I would do this. Now, if it was me, if I had already known the person, there's a possibility. Okay. If I did not know that person prior, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We can have fun, kick it and all of that, but financially, to me, that makes no damn sense.
It make you not even want to have children when you're that rich. You seen what happened to PJ Williams?
I mean, it's just, it's a lot of booby traps out here, man. And, hey, my motto is I run from the trick bag. I run from it. I cover it up. If I feel myself going in, I'm kicking and screaming. I don't like the feeling. I'm claustrophobic. You know what I mean? So I avoid the trick bag at all costs. And I just feel like if you have that paper and you didn't have nothing, you came up and you just start messing with all these, hanging out with these women that you never would if you were working at Dollar General or something, I'd be cool. Just have your fun. Forget all that marriage and stuff, man. Matter of fact, you're going to need to make sure you cover yourself. And, hey, let me shut up, man. This is for a different show.
Hey,
No, you're right, though. You're right. You got to protect yourself, man. And don't let nobody shame you for being selfish and protecting yourself. And that's what happens with a lot of guys. They's like, well,
that's all I'm saying.
I'm not that kind of guy. And it's just, no, fuck that. Protect yourself.
Did you all see the Draymond Green Kevin Durant interview yesterday?
Yeah.
And he asked
Steve Kerr,
he asked KD why he didn't have any children, and KD was like, "Hey, I ain't ready to have that. I'm not ready to give up. He basically don't want to share." And he said it's too much responsibility to go through all of that. He just won't deal with himself right now. He's not saying he don't want kids. He just said he don't want them now.
Yeah. Hey, gotta respect it. Gotta respect it.
I mean, I respect somebody that don't have kids, don't want kids more than, because I know some. I don't ran across people with kids don't want kids. So
there's too many of them out there.
Yeah, plenty.
You can't do that, but respect the fact he didn't do it. If you don't want it, don't do it. Don't have it. So hey, it is what it is.
Hey, but you all want to know something else that came out of that interview too. They were basically agreeing that they feel like the handling of their argument on the court, basically by Steve Kerr specifically and Bob Myers, they both agreed that led to his departure. What y'all think about that?
I listened to that interview and I'm gonna listen to it again.
It was a good one, man. It was good.
Yeah, it is. Draymond got Kevin Durant to say some things that nobody else could. And
Indeed.
Both of them agreed that Steve Kerr, Bob Myers basically act like it didn't exist. And when they called Draymond in the office and said, well, we're going to suspend your game, he said, y'all about to F this up. And sure enough, that's what they did. But we didn't hear about all that stuff. So the day was is that going to hurt Draymond when he goes back to Golden State? Because Kevin Durant don't play with Golden State. But Draymond basically said, hey, you know what? Yeah, they screwed the whole thing up. We could have had 4 or 5 championships. They screwed it up. He said, if anybody going to be able to fix this problem, it's going to be me and Kevin Durant. Not y'all telling me I need to go apologize to Kevin Durant.
Right.
I completely agree. They didn't need an overseer.
Nope.
And the whole situation with the injury, I felt they really didn't bring that up. Remember when he got injured and Kevin Durant was saying he wasn't ready to come back?
Right.
But the reports are saying the Golden State doctors have cleared Kevin Durant to play, even though he was very vocal in his not agreeing with how he felt. And then he gets injured.
Right.
Again.
I remember watching the game where he initially got injured with the quote unquote calf injury. And I believe it was a game on TNT, but Reggie Miller was doing the commentary. And Reggie Miller made a comment, and basically he already called it. He said it was an Achilles injury. He said it's just like Kobe Bryant, to where you're running and it's a non-contact and you hear something popping. It feels like somebody kicks you in your shit, but nobody's there. Yeah. That's what he said on the air. So I knew right there. I say, man, if this dude comes back at any point during these playoffs, he's going to play for about 10 minutes and he's going to be out of here for a year. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened, man. So, but that was
probably the reason why Michael Thompson, the daddy of Klay Thompson, when he tried to go back out there, he ran up in that runway and said, "Son, you're not going back out there."
Yes,
you're not ready. You're not going back out there. You got.
They don't care about him. That's why Klay should have went to LA anyway. He should have just came on home.
Man,
just play for the Lakers.
It's crazy, man. But
I want to hear motherfucking LA, man. Nobody want to go no damn LA.
He been perfect in LA. Tell me, Klay. There's no other player that I felt would been perfect, more perfect in LA than Klay Thompson.
Hey,
LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Klay Thompson. That's the perfect lineup.
Hey, but check this out though. It looks like this guy was been good in LA. Terry Rosier. It looks like he re-upped with the Hornets. 4 years, $97 million. Ooh wee.
Ass out.
Ooh wee.
Hey, isn't he a point guard?
Yeah, Terry Rosier.
Why would they do that?
Because he open, man. He was the lead scorer.
Terry Rosier, when they ran with him, when they ran with him, and also LaMelo, I mean, they get a lot. Terry Rosier. Now, this is the thing, man. This is what they paying these dudes nowadays. You know what I mean? So, do I think it's too much? Me personally, probably if I was the GM. But hey, am I mad at Terry Rosier? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it. They felt he was worth that. Hey, you know, that's what it is, man. But
little nigga got heart, man. Little nigga need the bag too, man. You know what I'm saying? Let him do his thing, man.
Hey, and he had a nice poster dunk. I think it was the first time the Hornets played Brooklyn. And y'all pulled that up, man. Look at Rosier on KP, man. But he put that boy on a poster. You hear me? And Rosier is like 6'3", 6'4". KD damn near 7 foot. You know, so he went up on him, man. Y'all look that up when y'all get a chance. Went up on him nasty, man. But so, and then another thing, last thing with the NBA. So now this, you know, me and Chris Story, we was talking about this earlier. So this isn't like the 2K rating or nothing like that. So periodically they go around the league, holler at executives and stuff like that, and they ask who is the best player, the endless debate, who's the best player, the GOAT, and all this crap. But they talking about the current players. So we got LeBron pissed because he got 0 votes. Okay. They had Giannis and KD split the votes down the middle. How do y'all feel about LeBron being pissed off at not getting any votes for the best player? And do you all feel, now we're not talking about of all time, anything like that. We're talking about for this upcoming season, today, okay? So, because LeBron, to me, is the most complete player or one of the most complete players of all time, to me. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But me, I'll go ahead and kick it off. I don't think he's the best player right now. I still think that he is one of the top players in the league, but I think he still got it. I think he still can hoop and all of that. But I think I'm not saying his jumper's broke, but there are other people that can hit shots, free throws too, and other shots way more consistently than him. I think that's the only, and he's improved with it since he got in the league, but I think that's still kind of iffy to me. You know, what y'all think?
Well, I agree with you, Chris. I agree with you. Stat Philly, you know what I'm talking about. My boy, he should be. He ain't the best right now. You know, he going down. This towards the end of his career. People know that. I mean, even if he played a 50, it's still towards the end because this ain't the same LeBron we know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna disagree.
He should definitely be one of them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying the best, but he's still, you know what I'm saying, in that category though.
Is he still top 10?
Tell me that Giannis Antetokounmpo is better than LeBron James. Like, you watch their game. Giannis is better than LeBron James. People are saying that.
Where the thing of it is with Giannis, you can't really argue right now because he got some trophies. He got some shit up in the case
solid
right
moves.
now.
Shit LeBron already got, man.
He has 3 moves.
He got some stuff LeBron don't got though. Let me play devil's advocate real quick. He got some defensive player of the year awards. You know what I'm saying? So
He's still not better than LeBron.
He's not the better player, though.
He's just healthier.
No,
He's not the better player. He's not a better all-around player. He has 3 moves.
oh hell,
It's just he can do those 3 moves really well.
But this the thing. This the question I asked y'all. So have y'all seen? And I don't think Giannis is the best player. I would say KD. Okay, but
The only one that's an argument to me is KD.
so this the question though. Since prime Shaquille O'Neal, we talking about LA, first year or so in Miami. Have y'all seen anybody dominate down low like Giannis? I'm talking about down low, just down low, not from the wing.
No,
But
not since Shaq, because Shaq kind of cleared out the center
Yeah,
position.
this is different. This is a different
Seriously.
era, though. Ain't that many
Seriously,
big
Shaq cleared out the center position.
and that's what's so crazy because this a different era, but he just big boyed them in this era. In this,
It's only 2 big
The
men.
middle weak. The middle is soft.
It's only 2 big men. Him and Embiid.
MB and MB don't play like that. MB
But-
should be killing this league
but
because there's
Pete
no
though-
centers.
But Pete though, he went against Aiden, and see, this is what we was talking about with Sark or whatnot. The guy that went out with the ACL injury for Phoenix or whatnot. They lost that depth because he went up against DeAndre Ayton.
And that's when Giannis played big boy basketball.
See what I'm saying?
If Giannis had played in that finals the way he was doing during the season, they wouldn't have won. He finally took his tail down there inside and started playing big boy basketball.
There's nobody down there that can stop him down there. Him,
And
MB,
that's
neither
what I'm
one.
saying.
There's nobody that plays. And Aiden is considered a top center. Look at Aiden's game, bro. Like everybody in the NBA is amazing. Like from the worst player, from Jared Dudley, we can't do nothing with Jared Dudley, us as people. But NBA wise, you see Aiden's game. He's most definitely in the big man era when Shaq was in the center. He was maybe an average big dude at best. He's not going to be able to guard Rashid. He's not going to be able to guard Stoudemire. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be like this. But he's a top center now. The middle is soft right now. They soften the belly in the NBA right now.
But he's soft too anyway. His game plays more like a 3.
I'm saying
because of the time frame.
Yeah.
Considered a center, just like
exactly what I'm saying.
Go out and hit a 3. When the hell Kareem was out shooting 3 points?
Exactly what I'm saying, bro. It's soft in the middle.
Hey, I feel y'all on that because it's the same thing I said about Rudy Gobert, man. Like, I don't give a shit. They give him the defensive player of the year every year. That dude is weak, okay? And I'm talking about
he is,
no down low game. To me, you can't be a respectable big man if I cannot throw you that ball in the post. And you either back down with some power, little spin, left shoulder, right shoulder. So you can't give me shit. You can't give me no dump, nothing.
No
10-footer.
That's why I said it was only Embiid and Adama. That's why I didn't add him, just because of what you just said.
Yeah, because Embiid is hard. Got the overall game. Can he stay healthy? That's his only thing. But Embiid is hard.
Yeah. Let me chime in on your question about LeBron being pissed.
He should be.
The reason LeBron is pissed is because he's still catching flack from that decision. What was that? 12 years ago?
Yes.
That's still hanging over his head. And that's why he's pissed. And people are still holding him hostage for that one bad decision. Number 2, people feel like LeBron ain't the best is because he couldn't win a chip by himself. Like he had to go and assemble separate teams. Right.
But that's narrative. And that's narrative. I hate that.
It's narrative. Now it's partially I won't say that because Michael didn't win it by himself either. Michael needed
nobody.
More than that, compile the opponents that he's gone against. They always say who he had on his team. Who did this man have to play against through his career? Exactly. This man took Cleveland to the Eastern Conference Finals against beat Boston with Ray Allen, KD, and Paul Pierce. And his next best player was Larry Hughes, bro. Larry Hughes was the next best player.
Now, in his defense, it's a different NBA. I feel like these teams in the 2010s and the aughts, they wouldn't have made it in the 80s and 90s. They'd have got beat the hell up.
Yes,
Stop
sir.
it.
They'd
Stop
have got
it.
beat.
You're saying this.
that.
I don't
Yes,
care
sir.
where you say Golden State with Kevin Durant beats anybody in the 90s. The Bulls cannot mess with that team.
No,
They don't even go up to the 3-point line no more.
You see, they got Michael, Scotty, and Harper playing defense.
Okay,
You
from
ain't
where?
You ain't getting those wide open threes.
You know how many screens Steph Curry runs through? He's going to make all he needs is a half a
Not
second.
getting all those clean
He's
shots.
like
I'm
this.
telling you.
As soon as he does
You
this,
have
it's in
to
the
guard
basket.
him past the half court.
He don't even put. He does that. That's it. It's too fast. It's too fast,
Hey,
man. You can't
hey,
guard
Chris
that.
Story, Chris Story, I'm glad you brought up the Celtics and LeBron. Because I want to put something out there about that,
The
man.
only team he should have beat was the Mavericks that year, and that was due to Dwayne Wade. They put that on LeBron, but that was Dwayne Wade's fault. That first championship.
Whoa,
Yeah.
hold the fuck up. What we
I'm
talking
coming in hot. I'm telling the truth. That was Dwayne Wade's fault.
Nah, West 10. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna even answer. Mr. West 10, I'm gonna make him answer this. Who fought was that first championship? Who fought that they was it? No, you gotta answer this. Be honest, brother. All right, be honest. Who fault was it that the Miami Heat, when they first got it together, got assembled, okay, after the decision, who fault was it that they lost to Dallas?
Me personally, I think I can't put it out on the King. I'm gonna put it more on Bosh. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Bosh.
I can back up. I can back up what I say.
Dirk was killing.
Dirk was killing. Dirk
was killing. Bosh wasn't doing it. Bosh weak as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? He's soft as hell. He just got a little jake, but he was just
with that one leg fade away. One leg fade away was killing.
Man, that's all he had. I just feel like if we had that year, he needed to be more aggressive. I don't think he was aggressive at all.
Dirk better
at all.
But the reason why I say Wade, this is the reason why I say Wade. It was Wade's fault that year. Is because during that series, that was the first year LeBron was there, and they hadn't established who the big boy was.
Yeah, because LeBron was still,
yes, and Wade was still doing things and was messing up. He wasn't LeBron. Now LeBron's mindset should have been, I'm better than everybody else, but it was not. It was not. Dwayne was still in that mindset, not LeBron.
Yeah, because after that first year, Dwayne had to tell LeBron, "This is your team,"
and that's when it changed.
You do your thing. We following you.
I blame Mario Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers helped him. It was
cold. I hated him for our point guard, man. He was just so he just never pulled through, man. When we need him to pull through,
he was really cocky.
Wait, would you rather have Chalmers or J.R. Smith?
Chalmers.
JR.
There you go.
Dependability. Skill-wise, J.R. Smith. Dependability, Chalmers. And that's saying a lot because Chalmers wasn't dependable.
Chalmers smoked less chronic than J.R. Smith. So we
what was that other
J.R.
point
Smith
guard?
wasn't wrapped all the way right, man.
Hey, what was the other point guard Miami had? The one that threw the alley hoop to LeBron when he put the nuts on Cole head.
You talking about Cole?
Yeah, I liked him.
I like him. Why they keep putting Dwayne Wade in? Put that Cole boy in. Dwayne Wade is a liability right now. He ain't got no knees.
I ain't gonna say I want him. I want him in for Chalmers, not Wade. I ain't gonna say that.
Wade was trash in that series. I used to get so mad against like the Spurs. Oh, Wade was trash. Wade was trash.
Well,
he was
I got a question. I got a question here. You know, my thing is, would LeBron been a better person if he had stayed in Cleveland the first time and they brought people there to build around him? People bash Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan stayed in Chicago through some tough times, and they built that team through the draft. Did LeBron give them a chance to build that team through the draft?
It wasn't through the draft. They got trades too, but
They got trades and free agents.
He was about to leave. He was about to
one of the
leave.
best coaches.
Kobe was gonna leave the Lakers, and Michael was gonna leave the Bulls too. He was about to go to the Knicks.
And I had that conversation yesterday. I think both Kobe and Michael was full of crap. I think they basically threatened them with that. I don't think Kobe wanted to go to the Clippers, and I don't think Mike wanted to go to the Knicks.
Exactly.
Right? So
you might be right because he was upset when they traded Oakley. Actually,
Yeah.
he was upset when they traded Oakley, but he wasn't pissed off when they got Pippen and Grant in that draft. You know,
Right.
You know, and they finally brought in a big man. They brought Bill Cartwright in, which because Michael was playing with bums at center before they made that trade for Oakley, and they got Bill Cartwright in there. They built that team.
They lucked into Pippen, bro. Sometimes that happens. They lucked into Pippen, just like Golden State lucked into Draymond Green.
They lucked into Pippen. They lucked into Pippen because Seattle Supersonics was the dumbest thing they ever did. You're gonna draft and give up. I mean, Olden Polynice for Scottie Pippen. That means your front office ain't did your job.
Listen, though, that was a good idea. If you're in a mindset back then with the 7-footer era back then, that was a good decision. Scottie Pippen was unknown, come from a small school.
Unknown.
They didn't think he was going to do what he did. Like Olden Polynice was a 7-footer and was nice in the post.
Hey, was Seattle the same team that passed on Mike for Sam Bowie?
No, that was Portland.
Portland. I knew it was somewhere northwest.
That was Portland.
They're not too bright up there drafting.
Portland, like you see how they doing Dame Lillard up there, letting him rot away.
So now it comes down to your scouting and your front office. Nobody knew who Pippen was when he was at Central Arkansas. So they make that trade on draft day. Scotty had a Seattle Supersonics cap on. They made that trade for Olden Polynice. Nobody knew nothing about that.
Let me get something straight about Cleveland. Let me get something straight about LeBron versus the Celtics, man. Because I heard Kevin Garnett talking a lot of shit, man. Kevin Garnett want to act like they got in LeBron head and all that. Man, come on, Garnett. This man retired all y'all motherfuckers from the Celtics, man. From Pierce to your ass to Perkins to man, look. Come on now. Y'all faced him 7 times and won the first 2. He was still growing, man. He was still 18, 19. Tearing y'all ass
tell me LeBron. Like, tell LeBron he did some stuff you ain't never seen nobody do when he was going against the Celtics and they losing. Man. And he just gave him the ball at half and everybody spread out in the 4 corners and he went and scored that 25 straight. I ain't never seen that. That happens in grade school, bro. Like you put like your best player on the top and just let him score. And he did that 25 straight. I ain't never seen nobody do that.
And he would have retired Ray Allen ass too. But Ray Allen came and joined him. That's the only reason. Goddamn, he would have retired his ass too.
But my thing is, LeBron put together that team and went to Miami. After they did what they did, he left Bosh, just literally left Bosh and Wade. To this day, I say he left Wade because Wade had one more championship than he did.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it, coach.
He had more. So my thing is, if he stay with Wade and they keep winning, Wade gonna always have one more championship than him. Then he left Cleveland.
Wade didn't have no legs by then, man. He wasn't a big 3 no more.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you why LeBron did that, man. They know this been on LeBron hard ever since he got there. He wanted to win one for his city. Yeah, some shit nobody ain't never did, man. He wanted to do that. Cleveland ain't had a championship in Cleveland in decades here.
Against the 73 win
I
team,
get that, but why he didn't do that when he was first drafted there?
Because
he didn't have nobody. His next best player was Hughes. He had nobody.
I'm talking about the draft. Now I guess you say he got older and he was more mature, so he could be able to go to the front office and say, "This is who I want." When he went back to Cleveland. But then when he
had Kyrie.
When he went back to Cleveland, why did he leave Cleveland and leave Cleveland second time?
So because he don't like the owner.
Listen, Miami
he didn't like the owner in Cleveland. Him and the owner stayed in Cleveland
to come to Cleveland.
You know LeBron came straight out of high school, coach, right?
I know he did.
And you know, all the coaches he had in Miami was first time damn coaches. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's understand that too. So with him going over there with Pat Riley, and when he got to Miami, it was another first time coach, Eric Spoelstra. You know what I'm saying? That was his first time coaching too, wasn't it? Well, he just became the coach.
Also was the first time.
He was assistant coach there with Riley, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying though. You know what I'm saying? LeBron went over there. He learned the game, man. Not just on the court, but off the court too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That was like college for LeBron. So he went over there.
Had Paul Silas as his coach in Cleveland.
He did.
Listen,
He did.
listen,
Let me ask this question real quick.
He played with Wade. He played with Wade. He played with Haslam. He played with guys. Usually, he the youngest player on the team, and everybody looking up to him. And I'm 19. Yeah, I ain't even got a mustache, but everybody asking me questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
So
like,
let me ask this.
He had to go somewhere else where he can learn from somebody else instead of being a teacher all the time. He's so young, man. He had to go learn, man. And he brought that education back to Cleveland and did what he did.
So let me ask y'all this question, and we got to segue on to the NFL or whatnot. Why does LeBron, because like we just said, man, I don't know anybody that won a championship by themselves. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing. Because Charles Barkley was talking some shit recently or whatnot, and he was talking about LeBron stacking his teams will be held against his legacy.
Is it held against Magic?
This is my question. This is my question. If you're on a team, I don't give a shit. We playing kickball, basketball, spades, or whatever. Isn't the point to get the win?
Yeah.
So my question is, why does LeBron get crucified for trying to make sure he has the best team possible? What's up with that?
That ain't even it. I'm gonna tell you what it is. LeBron ain't the most stacked. Don't stack the most.
Dino, right? You're right.
He knows
LeBron.
Because of that,
I'm gonna tell you what LeBron is. LeBron in this decade is the most want to. Is the most want. How can I say this? Is the most want to play with player in the league. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to play with LeBron? I mean, that's what it is. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to play with LeBron? Half of them went through his damn camp anyway. You know what I'm saying? So who wouldn't want to play with him? You know what I'm saying?
But Coach Wright, though, man, the younger guys, I look at it like the Jordan thing. You know what I mean? Like Jordan, look at LeBron talking about being mad about being damn near 37 and somebody, you know, possibly considering somebody else to be the best player. Jordan, remember when he went to the Wizards? We talk about the last dance and all that, you young bucks. That was not the last dance. This dude went to the Wizards for 2 years and pissed off all his teammates, okay? That was the real last dance, all right? Now he still can hoop. He still can hoop. You know what I mean? Still got to give him his respect and all of that. But
those teams.
But he ain't shit like LeBron at 37. I'm going to say it, goddamn.
I mean,
he ain't shit like LeBron at 37.
It's just the old time players, man. I don't know. It was a different era because if you really go back and look at these teams, look at the Houston team in 94 and 95 when Michael retired. Did they not assemble a collective group of good players? Drexler came there. They had Elijah Wan. They had Ori. And I think they picked up somebody else. And all of a sudden they won 2 chips.
Kenny Smith.
Well, yeah, That's a stacked team. And Drexler came the second year.
Drexler came the second year.
Right. They got him in the second year, you know. But I mean, they had the squad. I remember when Houston, when Barkley, and that's the thing with Barkley. Barkley talks all this crap. Man, I would never do a super team. Man, what happened when he tried to get down there with Akeem and them and get that
Barkley,
ring?
I say Barkley was the first one that tried to form super team when he went to Phoenix, and then he left there and went to Houston with Akeem, a Drexler. They was old then.
Drexler and Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen
was there.
But they was all old then.
Yep. Yeah, everybody was old. And they Utah got him up out of there, man, that last game before he get to the finals. You know,
man, they can say what they want to say about my boy though. But the only thing I'm gonna say about the Rockets winning them championships, man, they ain't going through the king at the time. Cause let me say this: say LeBron had left when Golden State won. The Golden State would have won 2 championships when LeBron was gone. I would have still been like, they ain't beat the damn king. They ain't do it when the king was there. So I mean, the fact they beat the King, it make it more solidified. You know what I'm saying?
I think they would have done it though, West End.
Rockets didn't go through the Bulls though.
You think that Houston would have beat the?
I think
the
Houston
Bulls?
may have been. I think they
I don't
may have.
know. I said the fact that
Hakeem
they
Olajuwon was different them a couple
years.
years, man. Hakeem Olajuwon was on he was on something else.
Houston would have lost to Orlando if it wasn't for Nick Anderson. Y'all don't remember that
first year?
Yep.
Yeah, y'all
Shaq?
remember that? Y'all remember him
That's
jabbing
Shaq,
bro.
that was Shaq.
And Dennis Scott.
No, that was Nick
3D?
Anderson.
And
He blew it.
yeah.
But didn't they swept them though?
Did they sweep them?
They swept them in the finals.
You talking about Orlando?
Orlando or Houston against Orlando in the finals. They got swept.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Chris. I'm pulling up now. If they did sweep them, I'm telling you that was a close series. They had.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Them games for the free throws, and they said it deflated the rest of the series, but they got swept.
Hey, you might be right.
Orlando,
you might be right.
Orlando got swept in the first round the year before with Dennis Scott. You know, like Dennis Scott, Anderson, Penny, Shaq. They got swept in the first round. Then that next year, they went to the finals against Houston. They got swept in the finals.
Well, hey, I know Olajuwon was one big man that Shaq couldn't fuck with. I know that.
You know what? They can't.
Yeah, that's one big man Shaq would admit he couldn't fuck.
Hey, y'all, check this out real quick. Check this out. Rockets, they did sweep them. I'm gonna give you these scores real quick. 120, 118 overtime. 117, 106. 103, 106. 101, 113. So all winnable games. I'm telling you, those first couple of games, Nick Anderson blew it and that deflated, man.
That's what they said.
If Nick Anderson hit them free throws in game one, it's a different series.
That's what they said. They said it deflated the team.
Most definitely, man. He was threes. He was launching them, man. He just when he got to that free throw line, I don't know what the hell was up, man. Like
that actually killed his career. He never bounced back.
Yeah, they shipped him off to Sacramento and he just disappeared for real.
He sure didn't.
All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead.
He gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, that was it for him, man. Hey, I hope he done got past that, man, because that's I could only imagine, man. But we'll go ahead.
That's the only weakness of LeBron game is he can't shoot free throws. He doesn't like he can shoot threes from anywhere.
I'm gonna tell you, Chris Story.
He ain't got no mid-range.
Coach,
he got mid-range. Yeah, he got a mid-range. He had that already.
That 1 foot jumper.
That's a killer.
Coach, if LeBron could shoot free throws, he'll be 10. He'll be leading in points. He'll be number one in points like a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you that.
He's always top 5 in points, bro, and he's not considered a scorer.
You heard me. That's what I was saying. He would definitely be number one in
scorer. He's always up in the top 5.
Well, if Chamberlain can hit free throws, there would be no talk about who the leading scorer all times. The point why.
Yeah, Chamberlain sucked that free throw like that.
Man, Chamberlain was terrible at the free throw line.
Hey, that's something I didn't know. Like, I ain't know it was
the night he scored 100, he probably could have had 125. You know?
Yeah.
Most big man or historic, you know. But let's go ahead and segue to the NFL, man. We got the Patriots and Eagles right now. We got the Patriots up 25-0. 25-0. We got Mac Jones out there right now. Looks like Cam Newton did his thing, a touchdown, 8 for 9. You know, so Mac Jones 10 for 14. So the Patriots doing their thing. Looks like we got Flacco out there for the Eagles. He ain't really talking about too much and nothing. He ain't on your team no more, Wes. Can't play no more.
Hey, man, I'm a Smoking Joe fan, man. They be discrediting my boy Smoking Joe, man. They need to give him his respect, man. You heard me?
So speaking,
he got a ring on his belt, man.
He does. So speaking of respect, okay, we got a lot of fights, man. It's like fight night, okay? We got fights at the Titans and Bucks practice. We got fights at the Rams and Raiders practice. Matter of fact, Aaron Donald was banging with the Chargers linemen at the Rams and Chargers practice last week. What's up with all these fighting at these joint practices, y'all?
And Aaron Donald got into it with the Cowboys on.
Let's get it ready to rumble.
Hey, what's going on with all this, y'all? Is it because it's hot? Are they ready for football season like us?
Man, that's what I hope so. I hope so, man, because I'm ready for it. I like to see the tempers flare Boys getting talking a little shit, man, because they ready to see each other out there.
Antonio Brown decked Chris Harris today, and why that fool took his helmet off, I never know.
Hey, hit him with the left.
He should have got hit for taking his helmet off.
You supposed to get hit, you gonna take your helmet off.
Hey, that's why I got my background switched up today. For the fight.
He lucky. He lucky he didn't get a helmet or something to the head, man. He'll take your helmet off, man.
Man, I just think that these guys ready to go. You know, they don't like training camp, and then they tired of hitting against each other. I mean, you spend the first week or so, all you're doing is living with your own guys and hitting each other, and then all of a sudden you get a chance to hit somebody else with a different color on, you ready to go. You know, because that thing with Aaron Donald and the Cowboys, that they was trying to kill Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald got mad, grabbed somebody, and pulled him down by the face mask.
Yeah,
well,
man.
you know, these young guys be coming in trying to have a lot to prove, trying to gain respect for these older guys. But these older guys, you know how it is. Like when you on the basketball court, you gotta, you know what it is when your first couple years out there, they letting you know you can't fuck with them. Know what I'm saying?
Well,
so,
you know,
I can imagine how much shit Brown was talking out there.
The thing of it is, and I tell these young guys this all the time, football, you got 53-man roster. You got 85 guys trying to make 53-man roster. The vets ain't giving up no spots, and the rookies trying to show what they can do. You know, so I don't blame a rookie. If he gonna go, I want to go up against Aaron Donald too and see what I can do against Aaron Donald and show my coach that, hey, I ain't scared of Aaron Donald. I'm gonna give you something here, you know. So
yep. Because they said dude got the best of him. I don't know his name, but they said he got him a couple plays. Got pissed off. Man,
yep. Yep.
That's a fact, man.
I'm sitting here.
What you got?
I'm sitting here listening as y'all talking about the fights in the NFL and the helmets. Like it just brought something up in my mind. I've always considered myself somewhat of a thinker. And so if I'm in a fight or I'm in a game where I have a helmet protecting my head and I get into it with somebody, I'm not taking off my helmet to
hey, unless
you take off your helmet, you just at a disadvantage.
Hey, unless you
I'm
using it like Miles Garrett, you about to bust somebody upside their dome with it.
Right.
For real.
My head is gonna be protected.
I mean, hockey fights all the time. You ever seen a hockey player take his helmet off?
Yeah, I'm keeping that on. Straight up.
That's the first thing you try to pull off his head is his helmet. You gonna take your helmet off.
I'm keeping that on. I don't know what's up with that logic, man, for real. But yeah, we got some other games too. Like I said, we got New England and Philly right now. Tomorrow we got Kansas City at Arizona. That one's gonna be on TV at about 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got Cincinnati at Washington tomorrow too. And see Saturday we got some games too, starting at noon all the way to 9 p.m. We got Buffalo at Chicago, the Jets at Green Bay. We got Atlanta at Miami, Baltimore at Carolina. I know West 10 will be interested in that game. We got Detroit at Pittsburgh. We got Tennessee at Tampa Bay. We got Houston at Dallas. Indy at Minnesota. Vegas in Los Angeles. And we got Denver at Seattle. And then Sunday, we got the Giants. Sunday, we got the Giants. We got the Browns. And then we also got the 49ers at Los Angeles. That's the Los Angeles Chargers. The Rams, they're playing Las Vegas on Saturday. And then Monday got a matchup too on ESPN, man. We got Jacksonville at New Orleans, you know, so let's see what Trevor Lawrence got. And then we'll see what New Orleans got going on, man, with Jameis and Taysom Hill, man. I'm not a real believer in those quarterbacks. What y'all think about them, man? I don't think they're going to get it done, man.
Well, neither one of them?
Neither one of them, man. I'm not a believer.
I'm surprised.
I don't have NFL Network to watch the Raiders.
I'm surprised the Saints didn't even try to go out and make a deal for a quarterback or even draft one, to tell you the truth. Because Taysom Hill, to me, is just one of them guys that the role he played when Drew Brees was there, that's him. He not I don't think he's a starting quarterback. Jameis Winston, yeah, man, he's just so up and down. You just don't know what Jameis gonna have. You know, he comes out there just make bad throws at the wrong time. You know, so But I've taken more interest in these preseason games this year than ever because you get to see who your depth is in these fantasy leagues, you know.
Definitely. Hey, and that's what I was going to head to next before we hit our Mount Rushmore. So the next time you all see us, we will have the crew, and we will be doing our fantasy football draft live. Okay, so we paying attention to the preseason, seeing who's showing out, doing their thing, seeing who sucks, seeing who's getting injured, can't play, can't stay on the field. We're looking at it all, man. And like I said, we trying to draft right, and we trying to get that win, man. People's champ, he's trying to have a stand in the hood, with a sign and, begging for change and all this crazy shit, man. So we're trying to avoid that. Nobody wants to be last, man. So, if you last, hey, he ain't figured it out yet, but people's champ, he wants you in the hood. Me and Wes, we against it, but we're not going to be last. So we ain't worried about the shit. So, just so you know, but segue to our next thing, man. So tonight, we got the Mount Rushmore of linebackers, okay? So when we doing these linebackers, I don't want to make it difficult or anything like that, but linebackers, and
So basically, you talking old school because today they got these edge rushers they want to call like Jamal Adams want to be a linebacker pay at safety.
Hey, Coach, I was just going to get to that. So when we talk about linebackers, you already answered my question. We are talking about linebackers that are standing up to book the game. If you will have your hand in the dirt and you are on the line, that is not what we're talking about. We talking about linebackers that are standing up to book.
We talking about like Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis, and Derek Brooks and Willie Lanier.
Yes. We ain't talking about somebody on the line all freaking game. No. Okay. We talking about somebody drop back in coverage. Okay. Run up snacky from time to time, just dropping back in coverage. Okay. That's what we talking about. All right.
Okay. So basically we talking about the Will and the Sam boys.
That's what we talking about, man. So I want remember, this is your Mount Rushmore, man. This is your Mount Rushmore. These are the people that you enjoy watching play. So, who wants to kick it off for us?
I'll go.
Let's get it, Coach.
Man, I just named three of them. Lawrence Taylor, that dude was a
legendary beast.
That legendary beast. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that brother. That brother there didn't take no prisoners, and forget all his outside, his life stuff. I'm talking about on the football field. That guy was unstoppable. And when that year they won the Super Bowl, and him and Carl Banks, the linebacker on the other side, and Marshall in the middle. I mean, my goodness. I mean, Harry Carson in the middle. Them three linebackers there could be on Mount Rushmore linebackers. But I'm gonna go LT, and then I'm gonna go back and when I was coming up, and dude would be out there with no teeth and everything. Number 51 with the Chicago Bears, Dick Buckets. That dude, he was another one. If you ain't seen him, go Google him up. Everybody know about Ray Lewis.
Right.
So he got to be on there. I met this guy personally. That guy, he real. He down to earth, and to sit there. I talked to that brother for hours, just sitting there, just talking about life, about football. I mean, he was real on the field, and I'm gonna go. I wanted to go Derek Brooks and play down in Tampa Bay, but I'm gonna go. That's 4A for me, but I don't know if y'all heard of this brother that played with Houston Oilers back in the day named Robert Brazil. Go Google him up. He's another one.
Okay.
He was a bad dude. So I'm going Lawrence Taylor, Dick Buckets, Ray Lewis, and Derek Brooks. And my honorable mention is Robert Brazil and Willie Lanier.
Okay. I like that, man. Like that. Okay, who want to go next? Restoring you there. He knows. What's in? What you got?
Well, I go next.
I'm
man.
here, but I didn't hear y'all guys. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here getting this food out the oven.
Are you good?
I go next. I go next. You already know my number one, Ray, man. You hear me?
Already.
Ray Lewis, man, number one, man. You know what I'm talking about. I gotta go with LT, man, like coach, man. I mean, God,
I already feel what y'all talking about. So y'all had the Mount Rushmore linebackers.
LT.
Yes, sir. But
Okay.
linebackers
The real
that stand up
linebackers.
the bulk of the game, the real linebackers.
All right, I got it.
All right, so we got Ray, and we got who else? West End?
LT.
Yeah, man.
LT?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, LT. I gotta put Suggs in there, man. Suggs a linebacker.
Well, he's in the dirt most of the game though.
Oh, okay. Well, I got plenty of like Junior Seau. I want to put Junior Seau.
Oh, that's a good one there.
I used to
Damn
love
good.
play. That's for sure.
Damn good one. Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Derrick Brooks, man. Derrick Brooks for sure.
Can't go wrong with that. That's a badass list, West End. Most definitely, man. Dino, Mount Rushmore linebackers, what you got for us, brother?
Man, all the good ones got taken.
And we talking about linebackers. My bad, I'm gonna cut you off, but we talking about dudes that stood up the bulk of the game. So not that new age linebacker where they got 20 sacks and stuff. Nah, we talking about the real linebackers.
Oh,
Dudes
not
that-
like
Talking about
edge
Jamal
rusher.
Adams.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gotta go LT.
LT.
Gotta go Ray Lewis.
Sit down.
Junior Seau.
Mm.
And I got one guy, and I promise you I can see him, but his name is escaping me. He retired early for the 49ers.
Patrick Willis.
Patrick Willis.
Yeah.
Patrick Willis. Yes, sir.
Number 52.
Yes, sir. I like that list, man. Hey, we got some hard lists. So far. Christorian, man. You got the shrimp out the oven, off the stove, man.
My salmon. I was putting my mango.
Oh yeah,
over
the
top of
salmon
my
tacos.
salmon.
Okay.
I was putting the mango over the top.
Mango salsa.
Okay.
So yeah. So y'all said a lot of them you can't deny. You can't deny LT. You can't deny Ray Lewis. My favorite linebacker is Derek Thomas for Kansas City. Y'all remember Derek Thomas?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the one. He probably one of the first ones that started that linebacker leading the league in sacks.
Yeah.
But Derek Thomas was a linebacker though.
Yeah, he was a linebacker, Derek Thomas, and then I'm gonna have to probably say, oh, that's hard, because Butkus or Seau. Just being serious, the Butkus or Seau.
Flip a coin. I don't think you can lose on that one.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's mine.
Hey, okay. Like it, man. Well, I'll go ahead and do mine. So we got the Mount Rushmore of linebackers. I got to put Ray up there. I have to. I mean, the dude was just, he started off early in his career with a Super Bowl, went out on top. You know what I mean? They tried to bring him down with the Chargers, couldn't get him. They tried to bring up the bullshit his last year, talking about was using antler spray or some shit like that on his damn triceps and stupid stuff, man, and he just responded, man. So Ray Lewis, LT, gotta have him up there. The dude was just a beast, man. This dude won an MVP off the line, man. Okay, like people don't do that crap anymore. You know what I mean? Not on the defensive end. So, gotta give it up to LT. After that, man, I gotta give one of my brothers some love, man. But I'm focus on Mr. Derek Thomas first. He was one of those guys. Passed away tragically early, you know what I mean? But way too soon. But he was that dude, man. Anybody trying to play linebacker, he's a guy you could look up and study and whatnot. And I got my number 4. I'm gonna do 4A, 4B. My number 4 is Derrick Brooks. I was a big Tampa Bay fan back in the day. Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, John Lynch, all those boys, Booger McFarland. Hey, man, they was smashing cats at all levels, man, on that team. So, and Derek Brooks was a big part in that. My 4B, I got to get his brother some love, man. He played in St. Louis, man. Mr. London Fletcher. Okay.
London Fletcher.
The tackling machine, man. They never want to give him any love, never want to put him in any Pro Bowls and nothing like that, man. But I got to give Mr. London Fletcher some love, man. So that is my Mount Rushmore of linebackers. And I feel like everybody
said nothing about Buckets or Singletary, man.
No. Coach got
I said Buckets.
You had said Buckets. Oh, okay.
I said
Singletary, Mike Singletary.
I'm glad nobody messed up and said Urlacher, because if you say Urlacher, first off, you shouldn't say Urlacher, okay, for your Mount Rushmore. But if you say him, you can't say him and not put Singletary or Buckets. So I'm glad wasn't nobody on here tripping with that. But what you got, Coach?
Yeah, London Fletcher. He's another one. I met him. That dude is smaller than he's small as he was.
Small, man. Small dude, man.
To lead the league in tackles and his head was in everything, man.
I don't know why I didn't think of Singletary.
He was small. Fletcher was small, like remember the white dude for the Dolphins? Who's that? Zach Thomas?
Zach Thomas, another good one.
Yeah, he was small like him. Mess you up though, man. Put that hits on you, man.
But so do y'all know a better linebacking core than the one the Giants won the Super Bowl with Harry Carson in the middle, Carl Banks on the outside, and Lawrence Taylor on the other side?
I don't know a better one.
Nah, I mean, the Steelers had some dope rotations, but I started.
Baltimore the closest.
Baltimore might be the closest.
Baltimore.
Yeah, with Suggs and Lewis and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Singletary and Buckets too. Well, Singletary didn't play with Buckets. I'm tripping.
No, Buckets old school. Buckets was back there with Gale Sayers.
Who was Singletary with? No, he just played the middle for the 4-3, didn't he?
Yeah. Singletary had them eyes, them beady eyes through them head.
Man, crazy as hell, man. West 10, what you got for us today, man? What's up with birthdays? And we need that song for the day.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for us?
It's your boy Kirk Cousins' birthday today, man. Y'all need to pick Kirk first in fantasy, man. Y'all pick Kirk first in fantasy.
No.
That'll do me some good. That'll help me out a lot.
I'll take Tim Tebow.
Yeah, he 33 today.
You can't get Tebow no more.
I know.
Man, I wish he could, man. Damn. All right, man. Thomas Jones, man. Y'all remember Thomas Jones, running back, man?
Yes.
He played for the Vikings. He was drafted by the Cardinals, though, man. He was drafted in St. Louis. Man. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about the actor Thomas Jones now?
In 2000, yeah. He acted it. What'd you say? He acted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know he did his own little show like his life or something.
He was on the Gabrielle Union show. He played her love interest, and he was on Luke Cage. He played one of the villains on Luke Cage.
Oh, okay. So NFL / actor. You know what I'm talking about? We got Jonathan Martin too. He 32 today. He was drafted by the Dolphins. You know what I'm talking about? But he played with
Jonathan Martin.
Huh?
Was that the dude that got punked?
The dude that got what?
Was that the dude that got punked?
Punked? Punched? Oh.
No. That was a guy that got bullied.
I think so. Talking about when Cud got traded from the team because he was bullying him and shit.
That's the dude that got bullied by Incognito, allegedly bullied. Exactly. I'm sorry.
He only played 3. He only played 3 years because he only played 3 seasons. It looked like from 2012 to 2015.
Yeah, that dude was wild, man. But shout out, man. Happy birthday.
Hey, man, but this is the biggest shout out of the night, man. Shout out to one of the best offensive coordinators in the league right now, man, Mr. Greg Roman, man. Shout out, man, from the flock, man. Shout out from the flock, man. Greg Roman, man, offensive coordinator for Baltimore. Know what I'm talking about?
All right.
Yeah. We go. He also, been he also got a little assistant coaching background too, with the Panthers and 49ers and things of that nature. But with the Bills, the Texans as well. But we also gonna one of the best college analysts in the game right now. Rick Habib. Am I saying it right? Herb Street. Rick Herb Street. I know his face.
Herb Street.
Herb Street.
Yeah, Herb Street. Yeah, he 52 today. So it's his birthday today as well. You know what I'm talking about? Brandon Brooks. He was the left guard. He actually one of the best. He actually notified one of the best guards in the league at the moment. You know what I'm saying? He was drafted. He played for the Eagles now, but he was drafted. He came from Miami in college, but he was drafted by the Texans in 2012. And I also want to do it was some very, very mentionable and noticeable birthdays that from yesterday. I just want to say rest in peace to Marvin Isley for one, and my boy Nipsey Hussle, man. Rest in peace to them too. And for today, my boy Nate Dogg, man, and Patrick Swayze. Rest in peace. They birthday today. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take us out with our song of the day, man. Regulators. You know what I'm talking about?
I heard that.
Nate Dogg. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. That is what's up, man. For real. Man. Well, like I said, another very, very, very good show, man. I love it. Hey, and just remind you all too, next Monday, we will be doing our draft. Okay, so hey, y'all ready for this draft?
Monday, baby. Let's go.
Y'all ready?
You said this
Let's
next
get
Monday?
it. Hey, you see this right here, man? I wanted the host to see this, man. Gotta let them know I'm gonna be the champion, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't accepting none less. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I'm coming Monday.
Hey, you gotta let them know you the one controlling the wigs now. Let them know. Speak your piece. You heard me? You gonna split the wig, twist the wig, pound the wig, and all that. Let them know. You heard me? Hey, y'all, this the crew. Shout out to Kristi Toliver. Shout out to the People's Champion. Beat people up, man. Shout out to Sports Coach Corey.
Coach too, man. Shout out to Coach. Reach one, teach one, baby.
Most definitely. This is no balls, no glory, and I'm gonna go ahead and take us out right.
Chris Story, that shrimp good, man.
Fire, boy.
Fire. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Gotta be handy with the steel, baby.
And I had it the other day. I had pineapple sauce on it.
I don't know.
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. She was on the trains.
R.I.P. N-A-T-E, baby.
East side of the LBT. I'm mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. See the car full of girls, ain't no need to tweet. Leave searching, come with me.